Rise and shine, you guys. So, late last night, I see everything for a reason, right? I ran into this specific psychic medium on my YouTube channel, Thomas John, and he was doing readings. Looks like he's like a Uber driver, or um, he's a driver, right? So he would pick people up. I think it's called like Seatbelt Psychic is the show. But anyway, I was attracted to that. I started watching it, and I had laid in a little longer this morning because I felt like I didn't sleep really good last night. And then when I woke up and I started to see that my little light over here that I keep on in my workstation was going like this. And then I look into my phone and my messages are there with this like exclamation mark on it. Like if there was an imperative message coming through, like, Jazz, get on. Okay. Because when I went to go tap into my messages, there was no incoming message there, but it was in like exclamation mark. So we're gonna just really get into it. I am starting this reading at the planetary hour of Saturn. So it is the top of the morning. It is Saturn's day. It is the 12th of October, and it's about 7:27 on the clock. We are currently right now at 11 degrees of Aquarius. Speaks about improvement. There is a well-tested formula for the improvement of our lives following inner guidance and inspiration. Trusting the creative urge. Much of what we do comes from the mind, yet truly inspires wisdom and action comes from another place within us. So following inner guidance and inspiration. Knowing that it is taught, recorded, and passed down is what informs the culture background from which creative new ideas may spring. Yet the creative urge itself arises from within and is accessed better when we learn in silent contemplation how and why to tune in to the source of inspiration. Wisdom so received is of a higher order and is potentially life-changing. All right, so this specific Sabian symbol speaks about ecstasy. To walk or talk, we must normally balance self-interest with service. I don't know what this word is telling me here. I'm going to just, hold on. I wouldn't even know how to pronounce this.
Tate.
Tate. All right, a man tate with his inspiration, which this means having a private conversation between two people. All right. Is an image of the condition we can access with or when our alignment with the highest sense of self, being one with the source and force of our creativity, is the normal condition of our lives. In this condition, we can access ecstasy. This is a state of absolute satisfaction in the transcendental experiences of selfhood, when we are neither attached to nor detached from our sense of identity. All right, I'm going to back you guys up. Rise and shine, you guys. I hope that's better. I'm literally coming straight out of bed. I brushed my hair back, put my jewelry on to look like something, but my voice is a little raspy. I'm going to be honest. All right, I'm literally just stepping out of bed. Now, I did pull my love deck. Let's see what this is all about. So engagement ring wants to be seen. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Soulmates, a soul connection, a partnership, an agreement, and someone you have a soul contract to. And the butterfly, relationship, evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, and growth. This is a spiritual connection, is what it feels like to me. Down at the bottom of the deck, the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over, no second chances. Grow and transform your life. Is there this energy that you're holding on to or something? Because it's done. Grim Reaper and the coffin is here. I don't know if it's someone that's crossed over that you feel like a partnership with, or some energy that you're engaging with that you're like this soul connection to. Because it says on one end it's evolving, but then on the other end it's more so like it's done, it's over with, like in the physical. I've got the Hand of Cards out here as well. It says take a chance, take a risk, being strategic, having options, not showing your hand, or taking a gamble. What's this engagement ring energy? Soulmates. It's like a soul partnership that you have that's evolving right now. So it seems like whatever relationship is over, that has ended, you've taken your chance with that, right? Like it was a risk. Gambling more so your new phase, because I'm seeing the Phoenix here. Right? There seems to be something that if you chose to have an ending with something, the way it's coming out is like engagement ring. You actually are in partnership with this soul connection. So if you chose to take a risk with something, this new phase is you rekindling with this energy. Some sort of transformation happened. I don't know if you're an empath. That got girl with a snake here, just meaning that you're very intuitive. All right, hold on. Let's look at engagement ring. This is not a normal energy check-in reading, but I'm going to go for it. I don't know what's going to come out, you guys. All right, so the Page of Swords is coming out here, meaning you've got a lot of thirst for knowledge pertaining to whatever this engagement you have with this soul connection. It feels like a contract. It could be educational. It could be that you're very communicative. It could be that you're quick-witted. You're very curious about whatever it is that you're looking into. So the Page of Swords is someone that's very studious, like wants to like look into everything, wants to research everything. I'm seeing it looks like a teenager kid or just someone that's very studious, looking like very geeky. All right, with a camera. I feel like the way that this person takes notes is that they're looking into everything by either recording and or taking pictures of things that they experience. I don't know. It's given air sign energy, which we are in the moon in Aquarius, right? So it's giving Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The sun is in Libra and Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini. Well, all right. All right, we got the Chariot here with the strength of will. Speaks about moving forward with success, remaining and taking action. It could be traveling. That's a focus right now. So whatever it is that you have thirst of knowledge for, it's like taking off for you here, is what this is. The sun. Wow. This is a very high energy. like you stepping into your happiness, your strength. It's like the energy is gaining momentum. Your vitality for something is like on point. You're finding out the truth about something. Gives you a sense of like optimism. The Star. Your wish is being granted with something. Whatever this soul connection is, it's like it's really leading you far. You're learning so much about it. It can be a healing journey with the Star card being here, like you having faith. All right. And whatever is bringing in your happiness. This could be something that you dreamed of. You feel like you're like more so walking in your purpose when you're doing this. It's like you're reaching a milestone the more farther that you go into whatever this is. Just by you continuing to have thirst for knowledge on whatever it is that you're tapping into. So by the way, I was looking at, I'm so intrigued into like all things spiritual. So anytime I see, like I believe in mediums, right? When I seen it come up, I could not stop watching the videos. It was just like so intriguing to me how someone is able to communicate to someone that has crossed over. And there's so many ways in doing so, right? So, let's see. It's almost like I was inspired by watching that show. All right, so right now, if there's been a heavy pickup of energy overall, it's saying that Spirit wants you to go into like isolation, to go within, to silence yourself, to really rest and focus on recuperating your body, relieving stress. It's like take a break and go into like a retreat mode. All right. I feel like this is going to be the deepest way for you to really focus on, number one, like a meditation. Some sort of like healing. I've got the sun, the star, and the moon here. That's crazy. All right, so if you're looking for mental clarity, then you have to release any type of fear and anxiety that may be like holding up the energy of intuition right now. Things that need to be unveiled, this is going to be the way of you doing it. This is amazing. This energy is so like, it's transformational is what it is. It really is. So this is part of the partnership that you have with Spirit. Like what you agreed to is to continue to move forward and be in the thirst for knowledge and really radiate that energy out by having you focus more so on your wishes and gaining mental clarity of what it is to be in the energy of the spirit realms. That type of thing. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. I just got the shivers because I had a thought of the last video I was watching, and the guy had told the girl, she got into his vehicle and he went to go give her a ride, and he said, do you see that you have ghosts around you all the time? And she goes, yes, all the time. And he goes, well, it's because they want to attach to your energy. And she said, well, I'm happy you said that. She said, because since I was younger, they would always attach to me. They would come and try to wake me out of my sleep. And he said, well, a ghost needs someone's energy to attach to. So the more that you continue to stay active and remain in the energy of positivity and moving forward and doing things that make you happy, the less energy they have to attach to. Right? So it's almost like if you're evolving and there's something that is over, it's done with, especially if it's someone that has crossed over that you don't want in your energy, then this could be definitely something you want to be taking a risk with. All right. And it's because you're an empath that you're able to connect to this type of energy. So there's a new phase coming in. We're going to get there in a second. I just want to continue with this amazing energy that's coming through, because it's like you're committed to something. All right. And it's with the spirit. I don't know if it's like a specific person that you feel a soulmate connection to. When I started off this reading, I saw 7:24 on the clock. And I know that that's the day that my grandmother passed away. Right? So I get lots of communication from spirit through lights. All right? I feel energy. Numbers and symbols and things like that. So I feel that comes from the higher realms, right? Like the way that they communicate to us here. I don't know, the last reading yesterday or the day before. Oh gosh, what reading was that? That I kind of got into details with things that I see here in the 3D of negative type of energy. That reading was, one second, just so you guys can go back and listen to what I was saying, because it was definitely, okay. So the entity that just won't stop. October 10th reading. Today's the 12th, so 2 days ago. Go check that reading out. It's a pretty long reading. It's an hour and 28-minute reading, but I believe like an hour into the reading, I'm speaking about things that we see here in the 3D opposed to things that may be coming from abroad, right? Meaning that the sun, the stars, the moon, this is going to be from abroad that we are receiving communication from spirit. Opposed to what we see down in the 3D with like entities and ghosts that want to chase you around and follow you and want to drag on your energy. That type of thing. It's just like very negative. Okay, I understand. So when you feel that energy, that's someone grieving your loss or mourning your loss. All right. So this is going to be emotional baggage that you have within yourself if you're resisting the change of not releasing someone if they're gone out of your life. Okay. So we're going to put the 5 of Cups over here, which, by the way, the 5 of Cups is going to be the very first decan of Scorpio season, which we're going to step into on October 22nd. Today we're on the 12th, so we're only 10 days away from this energy right here. Tomorrow is going to be the beginning of the last decan of Libra season, which represents the energy of the 4 of Swords in tarot, meaning there's a time of isolation, the need to go within, the need to silence and rest and take a break. It's like really focus on your healing right now. All right. And it's coming out on the side where the sun, the moon, and the stars are. All right. This is like spirit's work. They have to get you ready for something that's either getting ready to leave your life with the 5 of Cups. Some sort of ending. It could be the transition of someone that you love. It could be that some sort of relationship is going to be ending for you. Something like this. And it's only happening so that you can transform. So that you can transform your life and continue to grow with whatever's happening over this way. All right. I feel like someone has been dealt the cards that they weren't ready for over on this side. We're going to get to it. But if you've been taking a risk and pretty much gambling with knowing that there's a change that's coming, and or trying to hold on to something that you know that is no longer serving you, then there's solar eclipse energy in Libra is basically saying there's massive changes coming. Things that are meant to lead you on your path that is uncontrollable. All right. And it's because if you're transitioning and you're in the energy with someone that isn't transitioning, you no longer vibrate at this person's frequency. It's time to go. Right? Eight of Cups. It's time to walk away. All right, so it says to release what doesn't serve you. Whatever goes after the energy of the need to let go and then moving on, it's like it's not emotionally fulfilling you. It's not. It's asking you to walk away. Or someone chooses to walk away from you. It's either or. You've definitely got unwelcome change coming in. Just get ready for it. So I'm looking at this energy as Saturn and Pisces, which is currently a transit that we're in right now. Saturn is in Pisces at 13 degrees and 40 minutes. And I believe we looked into the 14th degree already with the Sabian symbol, but I'll read it out again. A lady in fox fur speaks about using glamour as a shield. The real purpose is not revealed by their glamour, but the real person is. Speaks about protecting yourself from unwanted, intrusive energies. All right. So anything that seems to be holding on to your energy is because either there's sadness there, there's grief there, there's loss there. All right, something that can either be that you're holding on to some sort of emotional baggage that you need to release it. That's what it's saying. Because if you're elevating on this side, this is keeping you held up in a way. The new moon cycle is going to be of significance, all right, in order for you to continue to forward to manifest your desires. This one, the following next new moon is going to be in Scorpio on November 1st, all right? But I feel that we're moving in this new moon solar eclipse energy, which is a massive change coming, right? And it can be pertaining to relationships, partnerships, marriage, and where you're meant to be committed to something new, right? So anything that's no longer serving you is going to be released from your life. That's the unwelcome change that's coming in. You may not even feel this coming. You may feel uncomfortability around you. You may feel that on one end you're elevating and on the other end you're bogged down. So what's keeping you bogged down is what you're walking away from. Or where spirit is going to come through and align what no longer serves you to either walk away from you. It's going to happen. All right, it's because there seems to be some new phase happening. You could be rekindling with someone from the past as well with this Phoenix energy. Someone that you may have changed your mind about. Someone that you see growth with. We'll get there in a second, but let's focus here first. Yeah, the Four of Wands is coming out in reverse. So this one speaks about people being divided. All right, where there seems to be the lack of support. It does speak about divorce. It speaks about the canceled events. So if there was a marriage that was supposed to take place with people that were engaged, no longer get married. All right, there could be discord in the home environment. The Four of Wands is typically our home card, right? It's giving like family problems. Judgment is here. If you're around an energy that's continuing with the energy of negative self-talk and or unwilling to learn karmic lessons, is in the energy of self-doubt and or continues to move forward indecisively, this is where some sort of transformation is going to happen. Someone's got to step it up a notch. I'm not sure if it's going to come back together because the Phoenix is here. All right. Let's see. So the girl with the snake says you could be used and or charmed, and there's a need to enable boundaries. All right, so judgment is here currently right now during the waxing moon cycle, and where we're supposed to be continuing to make progress with something. All right, so if it's like shifting the energy of your consciousness, the way that you think, gaining strength, going towards the final steps of something, or some sort of energy in the energy of increase, right? It's like continue to make progress with whatever it is that you're doing here. So if it comes through as some sort of unwelcomed change pertaining to someone released from your life so that you're able to manifest what it is that you truly desire, people are then going to be divided. And those that are lacking in the energy of not being on the path that you're on has to go focus on stepping shit up. That's the way it's coming through. These people have to go in and do some like shadow work with having to make progress right now with this waxing moon cycle, because we're about to come up to the full moon in Aries by next week on the 17th. And on that very day, Venus will step into Sagittarius, and it will then be out of Scorpio's energy at its detriment. Venus in Sagittarius is like the energy of love and wanting to explore options, wanting to have freedom and independence, and you more so get out there and travel the world and see what options are out there. So these are things that could be coming up. All right, let's look at the Phoenix and the girl with the snake. So this is like a new phase coming up and rekindling, having some sort of energy that's renewed after someone has gone through a transformation as well. This could be you expressing the energy of your growth and how you've changed your mind after going through a specific area in your life where you've transformed. All right, you come back and you're very empathic. Girl with the snake, you're very intuitive. All right, but you have this like narcissistic energy around you that wants to come in and use you and charm you. This is the energy you have to enable boundaries with. Let's see. I've been feeling really heavy on my heart space lately, you guys. Like heavy. So I don't know if this person that's going to be coming in is someone that you love to talk to. All right. It says interesting conversations, awaiting messages that arrive in a text message, a phone call, an email, or some sort of hovering energy. Listen, when I just said I looked at my phone and there was a message there and I seen it thinking it was the number 1. No, it was an exclamation mark, meaning an imperative message, Jazz. I tap on the messages. There was no incoming messages. This is the message. Somebody needed to hear this. Maybe it was me. I don't know. All right, it's coming through with talking. So we got girl with the snake, talking, and girl talk. All right, so maybe someone's getting ready to go out and have some fun with their friends. They're going to be happily single, moving forward. Living in the moment. It's like going out and doing things. Maybe this is it. All right. So let's look at this new phase that's coming. I mean, obviously something's ending. It's here. It's coming. It hasn't happened yet, but it's coming. Maybe it's going to be during this waxing moon cycle. Again, from now to next week. I said in my reading, you guys, at the beginning of the week or at the end of the week. I can't remember. I hope you guys follow me when I'm doing my readings. But I said that these next 2 weeks were going to be insane because there was going to be so much change that was coming up. And I was getting cardinal energies from when the moon happened to step into Pisces and Aries up to the following week when we were going to be experiencing the moon from Cancer into Leo. Something pertaining to Aries and Taurus happens in what? April season? And then Cancer and Leo is the beginning of the summer solstice. So I was getting the energy of the change of seasons. We're currently in a change of season with the solar eclipse in Libra, by the way. This is fall time, right? Anyway, what's coming out right here is the Knight of Swords. Oh. Some sort of energy that seems to be very talkative. Someone that's very blunt and witty and focused is this new phase coming forward. I'm all out of water. Still trying to get my voice back. You're welcome. Knight of Swords. So the person that you're going to be connecting to is someone that you have shared moments with. This energy could be someone from the past. It's more so like a comforting type of connection. Someone that feels like a soulmate. So once again, it's given this energy over here. All right, so this person can be a Cancer, an Aquarius, a Leo, any air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius is here. It's just giving the overall energy of communication. Let's just leave it at that, right? Mercury right now, which is communication, is in Libra. Maybe this is the energy. Mercury is getting ready to step into Scorpio tomorrow. So the news of a death, Mercury is news or communication about a death, about an ending, is coming. 888 on the chat. News of a death is coming this upcoming week. Tomorrow, Sunday, all the way through to Saturday. The ending of a specific relationship, something that seems to be lacking. Or you're going to be grieving the loss of someone that you know has crossed over. Something like this. Okay, so once we step into this new phase and where we start communicating out, all right, what we seem to be going after, whatever we're focused on, whatever we seem to be like very daring with, somebody's coming through with some blunt communication about how they have a comforting connection to someone. A soulmate energy. All right, let's see. Someone is supposed to move forward in this connection, releasing the energy of materialism. Reevaluating one's priorities and understanding that less is more. I'm seeing the Sun in Scorpio and the Sun in Capricorn here with the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. So you could be a Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio and or Capricorn. Specifically, Sun energy in Scorpio and in Capricorn energy. So somebody here wants to unclutter their life. So they're reevaluating their priorities. They're understanding that less is more. And this could be someone that you've been with, that you shared memories with for a very long time. Since you were younger. So whatever seems to be wanting to like come and go, if this person is very like in and out, they're growing impatience with possibly the journey that you're on if you're associated to a Capricorn and or Scorpio. All right. What I'm also seeing here is that if you are very quick-witted and you are comforting yourself with a specific connection, then it's because you are tapping into some sort of deep inner healing with that specific energy, which is going to be the soulmate energy. What's required here in the physical, in the practical life, is for you to really unclutter and organize your overall environment, whether that be your workspace, your emotional state, the way that you think, things like this. Because less is more. Capricorn's energy wants to achieve so much, right? They're the greatest of all time. They're the fucking GOAT, right? So the energy comes through as anything that seems to be, it's the devil energy in tarot, right? It's the toxicity, the addictions, the codependency, the energy of just overdoing it, right? Being too obsessive about something. This is where it's like reevaluate where you're moving forward. 4 of Coins is like, how can you build on a firm foundation on whatever it is that you're moving forward with. 7 of Wands. If it feels like there's something to be fighting for here, then this is what you want to make a stand on. It says haters are going to hate. I don't know. They're asking you to not back down from opposition if you're moving in a certain path. If it pertains to the energy of the sun, the moon, and the stars, listen. Somebody here knows astrology as well. This is the energy of your soul connection. This is spirit's work right here. Over here, there's something ending. It's just the cards that you've been dealt in order to move forward with this next phase. All right, but there's this energy of understanding moving forward. You've got to stand your ground. You got to fight for this. You got to want it. I don't know. Seven of Wands is a very egotistical type of energy. It's Mars and Leo. Very prideful type of energy. Why do I feel like I'm going back and forth with somebody here? Maybe this is going to be the conversation and the person that you're talking to about this. Because that's coming up the way that is. If you choose to go on a new phase and you're the empath and you're enabling your boundaries and you're standing your ground on whatever it is that you're trying to protect, you're going to be having a conversation with someone about it. This can be a friend. This can be the person that you're speaking to about how you want to move on. And this person is going to listen. You need to calm. You need to have fun. Let's go do our thing. Let's be happily single. That's the energy that they're going to want for you. When you come have this conversation, it's giving girl talk. Because I'm seeing girl with the snake, someone that's very empathic. Girl talk, having another conversation with the same sex. All right? Ooh, hot shit. Could be a Scorpio, could be a Capricorn, could be a Gemini, could be a Leo. Or you could be anyone on the middle sides. Alright, so the Lovers is here. Whoa. I feel like you're surrounding yourself with the energy of discord. If you've been coming out of this energy, there's imbalance in the energy of communication, right? Gemini is the Lovers. It is communication. So if you feel that there's no connection there and where you can actually have a communication with someone, then it's going to be more so all about the disharmony that's surrounded by you, the imbalance. Maybe someone has trust issues. It says someone has misaligned values. So why would you surround yourself by what seems to be what you know is of value over here, opposed to what you're trying to let go of over here? Let's see. So it's a lot of discord and love this week. And this upcoming week, we have the moon stepping out of Aquarius into Pisces, Aries, and Taurus by the end of the week. All right. And remember, full moon in Aries on the 17th, which is on Thursday, on a Jupiter day. Jupiter being retrograde in Gemini, the sign of communication. Just saying. I feel like your spiritual strength is going to be tested this week. Because it's coming out with the energy of the Nine of Wands. Are you going to remain persistent and maintain and have courage and boundaries up with what you've already set into place? Is what this is saying. Like having faith that if you hold on to whatever seems to be worth fighting for, that it would actually turn out in your favor. Let's just see. There's the Devil. So holding your boundaries against, if you surround yourself by other people, if you choose to move forward single, then understand that there could be a grip on you at this time with things that you've done in the past. You're going to be faced with having to look at your shadow self once again and restrict yourself from materialism, obsession, addiction, as well as from sex. All right. Let's see. I feel like someone is going to surround you that has lots of money. The King of Coins. All right, maybe this person is going to try to take you out of whatever you've built yourself a foundation on. Coming through and trying to test you to see if that material things are going to make you feel better. Almost, if you move forward single. So you might find somebody that's very materialistic. And there could be where if you don't have it and others around you have it, there could be a sense of jealousy. All right, it can come through as someone that's very ungrounded. It's showing the energy of someone that's very greedy with money. All right, someone that's very possessive over materialistic shit. That's double energy, right? That's what it is. So this could be the conversation that's had. This could be the reason the fight is happening. I don't know. Somebody's very ruled by materialistic shit. But your test of faith is basically saying you have to have the courage to hold up your boundaries against this type of person. Because what drives them is not what drives you. Your connection is to your soul connection. It's to spirit. What drives this energy is the connection to materialistic shit. And this is why you guys are not on the same frequency. You get it? So it's kind of bringing me back to now that Pluto's direct in the 30th degree, and where we said last night it was going to happen at about, what, 8:30 something? 1 second. It happened at 8:32 p.m. last night where Pluto went direct. Pluto is in Capricorn. So there seems to be transformation happening in the house of materialistic shit. Right? So you have to understand what side are you choosing to be on. On the light being side, pertaining to the soulmate energy, and or focusing too much on having to release the materialistic shit in your life. That's what it's coming through as. So it may feel like others are trying to make you jealous of what they have and what you don't have. But what you have is empathy for these people, because they don't understand the other side of being part of a soul union, of a spiritual contract. That's where you elevate. Their elevation is through materialistic shit, money, clothing, cars, homes, the big bag shit. Like, they're not on your level. That's what this is. So this could be a big reason why people separate this week, is because if you lack or you see different perspective in what it is that you value, then you know what side you stand on. That's what it's coming through as. And that's the truth. All right, the Ace of Swords. So it's coming through where people's vision is clouded. All right. They need to be redirected because they are moving in the energy of, again, the devil. It comes through where someone tries to block out your communication by having you move forward in the energy of, this is what we live here for. Don't you want to have the great things in life? And that type of energy. But they don't really look at the energy that's beneath all of that, or above all that, should I say. We're no longer here on this level. If you've ascended, there's so much more to this life than materialistic shit. So much more. And this is where, again, this person over here has to go do shadow work. Because if they live their life through the energy of the devil and is ran by materialistic shit, then that person is lacking in their life. Because they have no energy to ascend with where you are currently right now. All right. So someone will then step in and gain a new perspective here with the Hangman. Possibly while the moon is in Pisces. All right, it's coming up Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. The beginning of the week. Someone will have like an aha moment. Gain a new perspective. Have some sort of awakening. All right, some sort of epiphany. And where what needs to be released and let go of, it's what's going to allow the energy of spirit to come in. because spirit moves through the energy of love, right? Pisces energy is love. It's through vulnerability, it's compassion. It's through spirituality that spirit comes in. So this is where I feel like you're going to be tested this week during this waxing moon cycle, and where you're meant to be making progress on your journey. You know what I mean? Got the Empress down on the bottom of the deck here. All right, speaking about beauty and pregnancy and being nurturing and creating and fertility and beautiful things, art. All right, bringing out that Empress side in you. You could be home cooking. Food meaning everything. Why? Because that's something that comes from spirit, right? It's grown naturally for us to feed our bodies. That's not materialistic. Those are things that make us feel emotionally happy, because when we eat, it's what we have prayed for so that we are able to live, right? Things like this. Oh, hello. That literally flew out at me here. Knight of Coins and the King of Swords. There could be this very like authoritative type of energy surrounding you right now that wants to be very controlling. All right. Overpowering. All right. It could be coming through like this person's a loose cannon, losing their shit. It's coming through as a Libra. All right. With the King of Swords in this deck specifically. And then we've got this Knight of Coins energy where it's asking you to really learn how to go connect with nature. That's spirit moving through the energy of the Empress. It's earth energy, right? So if it means that you need to be loyal to something, for you to slow down, for you to learn how to be on the defense and protect your energy and focus more so on responsibilities, become very much conservative in your energy, then this is where authoritative energies are trying to make you, or try to overpower you, should I say. All right. These could be many different people in your environment, because I'm seeing here the Page of Swords, someone that's thirsty for knowledge, and where this is going to be very, very successful. But this person is being called to really go in and have a time for non-action, to rest and rejuvenate. Over here, this person's like, well, we need to separate because you need to step it up in your life and you're supposed to be making progress, but the only thing that they're focused on is the materialistic shit. They're not seeing the other side of it. They're only seeing what they want to see because they have their strings attached to materialistic things. Now, where the fight is going to happen and why you guys are going to be divided in marriage is because there's something that you feel is worth fighting for. And it's going to be whatever seems to be the comforting connection that you have with spirit. This is what's making you move forward very focused, and you're being very blunt about it. You're not afraid to say, this is what I believe in. All right. So moving forward, up until Pluto moves back into Aquarius, we're dealing with this whole secret business conference energy. The Sabian symbol speaks about the higher level of social influence and how society is structured hierarchically, and there are small groups of people who secretly direct the course of history. I won't read the whole thing out again, but a group of highly awakened individuals together form the ruling executive power over the world affairs, notwithstanding the rise and the fall of political fashions, nations, and economic blocs. So these highly awakened individuals are the ones that can see what the masses do not see. So there's two sides of it. The dark aspect is revealed as a satanic elite and selfishly controls the wealth and the laws of the world. So that's going to be the controlling person. That's going to be the person that has the obsession, the addictions, the ones that has the energy and the power of control, right? And then on the other end, there is also a hierarchy of light beings, equally powerful, yet focused on keeping open the path to freedom and complete realization of what is of the most importance. That's going to be spirit's energy over here, for those that are focusing on ascending and growth. All right. So it says we need to choose which group to offer our attention to. So over here, it's more so saying, listen, there's going to be someone that leaves your life. This coffin energy, right? The Grim Reaper. It's giving the energy of transformation. We already know that's Pluto's energy in Capricorn. Capricorn is showing its ass in the reading right here in the middle. pertaining to the person that has interest in conversing something out to the world, right? Having a communication and or moving forward with the energy of freedom and independence. It's coming through as someone that's happily single. This is part of a new phase we're going through here. This person is very empathic, but the energy around this person is basically saying, why are you comforting yourself with happiness, with this soul connection that you have? You're supposed to be moving forward and gaining finances and or going after materialistic shit, because this is what you need in your life right now. This is everything that you need. This is how you have to live. This is, no, it's not. It's a lie. It's a lie. This energy that's attached to you wants you to lack the idea of that you can be free and you can live the life of spirit besides all the materialistic shit. All right. So good things take time is the way it's coming out with Saturn and Taurus. So Saturn and Taurus is going to be the energy of like the Seven of Pentacles in tarot. It's like if you've planted a seed and you've been waiting for something to grow, it's requiring lots of progress. So you're looking at things in the long-term view. Something that you seem to be more so invested in, and things that take patience. We just saw the Empress. This woman in this card, she's pregnant. And what is she doing? She's picking apples with her basket. That's why I feel like tapping into nature is going to be of significance. All right, so whatever you've harvested already, you're waiting for something to come to fruition, is what it's saying. All right. And Saturn's energy is the energy of control. It's power. Saturn is currently in Pisces. So the energy seems to be more so conflicted of, this is materialism. Pisces is of spirituality and of the need to see and gain a different perspective pertaining to one's emotional state, is what I feel. There's supposed to be a masculine around you, and where the feminine, I feel, is meant to be laying down their worries, where the masculine is supposed to come in and take a step up to be able to, if it is financially, in order to provide. That's what's supposed to be happening right now. But there seems to be something pertaining to this whole materialistic thing. What else do I need to see here? It's almost as if the one that's in power and control would be the masculine energy, forcing an Empress and saying, you've gotta come in with some sort of income. We need this, we need that, we need this, we need that. Someone's perseverance is going to be tested here. And it could be a feminine. So if someone chooses to separate from you because it looks like it's coming, then you're going to have to figure out what's going on around you. Because something that you're working on here is definitely going to have to take time to grow. I don't even think you see this coming. The Nine of Coins is showing its ass here. All right. The Nine of Coins is Venus and Virgo. All the hard work that you've done in the past, if you've ever been of service to anyone else in a good way. The Nine of Coins is the energy of the rewards of your Libra. So you've built status for yourself. There seems to have some sort of abundance that's coming in. You could be moving forward, freedom, independently, on your own, and being able to provide by yourself. This is a level of maturity on your path overall. And I feel like that will be provided by Spirit if this is what you're working with. And it will happen like miraculously, like magic. If the person that's supposed to be allowing you to go on your journey and for you to elevate and for them to be in the energy of support. If you lack support around you, you're not supposed to be around that energy. Because you're the Empress. Because you're the divine feminine. I'm telling you, you birthed something new that you've been waiting to come in. You've been waiting for this. So it's something creatively you do. It could be that you're birthing this person's child. It could be that you do something artistic. It could be that you're just, you know, stepping into the energy of maturity through motherhood or something. So the red flags are being shown to you right now where you need to stop. Because if you're not on the right path with who you're with, this is where you're separating. Because you need to go find an emperor. Someone that understands that the woman has their own goals. All right? Has a healing process going on. And the emperor in tradition, right, is meant to come in and provide. That's what it is. So I feel like you're being warned about what's happening around you. And decisions that need to take place here with the Two of Swords, because it's coming out in reverse. Someone seems to be very indecisive in where they want to move forward. But clearly Spirit is saying you're already on the right path. You need to separate. You need to really talk about it and understand what it is that you're looking for, seeking for here. Because if you've been already investing in something, it's getting ready to take off. Your decision lies on you separating from this person. Very clear. Perfect. All right, so this happens to be where religious traditions are going to be of significance, not just pertaining to you have to be in this religion. No, it's about your faith. It's about what you value, right? So whatever you seem to be committed to, whatever you find in marriage, if it pertains to a specific program that you're working with here, if you're in some sort of organization or institution and being the person that's meant to be a leader, that type of thing. All right, it's showing Taurus's energy. So by the moon in Taurus, by the end of this upcoming week, the moon in Taurus steps in on Thursday, where the full moon in Aries takes place. The moon ingresses at 4 p.m. into Taurus, and it'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn today. All right, so Jupiter being in Pisces, number one, where Jupiter being in Pisces, Saturn being in Pisces, number one, has a restriction on one's emotional state, and where someone is supposed to be committed to spirituality, creating some sort of authoritative energy around that, that's what you're going to be feeling. That will be illuminated on the 17th with the full moon in Aries. Now, the moon in Taurus, Venus in, on Venus's day, Taurus being there, that's a great day, right? Because Taurus is ruled by Venus. The moon being in Taurus is exalted. It's comfortable there. It's aware there. You're going to be aware of what needs to be released. Because by Saturday, and where Uranus is in Taurus as well, creating some sort of change while it's in retrograde, it's going to make you look at the things that are keeping you restricted in a way. By who it is that you're surrounded by, and by the beliefs that you have that need to be released. Jupiter in Gemini, once again, when the moon ingresses into Gemini on Saturday, which will happen at 4:08 p.m. All right, it's going to have you like, okay, where do you need to expand right now? Where are you lacking faith? And where do you need to communicate that out? Right? Because Saturn's day is in Pisces, right? Jupiter and Saturn more so in the energy. Let's just say it's not because that's the transits that are happening there. It's the energy that's going to be there. All right. Like here on this Saturday, we're with the moon in Aquarius. Saturn loves to be in Aquarius's energy. Why? Because Aquarius's energy is focused, right? It's a humanitarian type of energy. You're willing to work independently with something. You're able to really get logical about things. Saturn is its ruling planet, but Saturn being in Pisces for Aquarius, that's your second house. All right? So for my Aquarians, if I'm reading for you, by the time we step into tomorrow's energy, where the moon will be ingressing into Pisces, this is going to be in between your first and your second house, and where you're moving out of the energy of Saturn and into the energy of the sun being in Libra. Aquarius, for you, Libra would be your ninth house energy. So this is all about a spiritual weekend for you, right? If you want to get more deeper into it, tomorrow being of significance with like massive squares, this is bringing tension to the energy of Mercury in Libra, your ninth house energy, to Pluto in Capricorn, Aquarius. It's going to be Capricorn, your 12th house. So your ninth and your 12th houses are ruled by what? It's mutable energy, where you're meant to be adaptable right now to the changes and which tension is in there, right? But then also experiencing the trines over to Mercury in Libra, to Jupiter in Gemini, these energies that are working well for you auspiciously, so that you can come out and communicate what you feel and understand that you're meant to be expanding with something. It's very deep if you get into the details of the transits and the energy that carries from day to day. So in today's energy, you guys, we've got Jupiter that sextiled Chiron late last night, and where some sort of core wound healing was taking place. All right, Chiron and Jupiter are both in retrograde. All right, so there, whatever is being reviewed right here, it's either it's working for you and you're healing, and or it's not working for you and you're not healing. And it's like, take that and move forward. So we've got Mercury in Libra that is quincunx over to Neptune in Pisces. This is going to be the communication that's coming directly from spirit. Neptune in Pisces is at its domicile, and it's clearly saying, listen, what's no longer serving you, if you're not influencing your person, Mercury in Libra, you need to get the fuck up out of there, because they're holding you back. You're supposed to be shining. Moon in Aquarius shining over to the sun in Libra. You're supposed to be creating some sort of harmony in your environment, not disharmony. You understand? The moon sextiled over to the North Node. That happened early this morning as well, like past midnight. So one pertaining to their destiny. It's like, hello, wake up, right? You're supposed to be moving forward and stepping out of your comfort zone and being able to move in where it is that your destiny is calling for. If the moon is in Aquarius, and I'm reading for an Aquarius, the North Node energy is in the house of communication. Get up and speak about it. What do you feel? How can you influence other people? How can you be an inspiration to other people here on your spiritual journey with the sun working well for you in your ninth house? See what I'm saying? It all works together. Today's the 12th. It's Hangman Day. It's Pisces Day. All right, look at it that way. And who's in Pisces? It's Saturday. Saturn is in Pisces. This is a big deal today. All right. Let me just look up the energy of Saturn and Pisces for you guys. In astrology, Saturn and Pisces can mean a variety of things, including a juxtaposition of energies. The energy of Saturn is opposite to the energy of Pisces, which can lead to difficulties with structure and boundaries. A time for letting go. Pisces is a water sign that can symbolize letting go and longing for the divine. Saturn and Pisces can represent the pain and the release of trauma recovery. It's a time of surrendering, where Saturn and Pisces can be a time to surrender to things that are out of your control, finding peace with the unknown and redefining spiritual practices. It's a time for creativity. Pisces is a fluid water sign that is open to channeling creative ideas. Saturn and Pisces can add an extra boost of surrendering to creative impulses. So if you're wanting to do like artistic work, utilizing the energy of the imagination, that's Pisces, right? Get creative. It's a time for spirituality. Spirituality can play a big role in moving beyond obstacles and conflicts. It's a time to request social narratives. It's a time to question social narratives. So Saturn and Pisces can remind us to question social narratives that don't have everyone's interest at heart, and a time to check in with your goals. So Saturn and Pisces can be a time to check in with goals and assess if we're in soulful alignment. I like it. All right, so the planet Saturn is the opposite by nature. Therefore, when Saturn is in Pisces, the energy of these two juxtapose each other. What we get is difficulties in creating boundaries and structure. Reality and fantasy blur, intuition and emotions take over reason, and spirituality becomes our passion. So once again, we're with the moon in Aquarius. So my Aquarians out there, this happens to be in your second house, right? If you have a sun, moon, and or rising Aquarius energy, the way it's working for you this weekend, it's working in the energy of your second house and what it is that you truly value. So getting creative, once again, it's very significant. Why? Second house is ruled by Venus, all about creativity, all about Empress energy, all about beauty, all about love, right? But it's coming through with the energy of the divine. Pisces is the divine, all right? Understanding spirituality. Now, be careful that you are not overdoing it for other people. So you can have this ability to want to be of service a little bit too much to other people. This is about creating structure within yourself and what you value. So if whoever's you're surrounded by and that needs to end, pertaining to that person not being on your frequency, then once again, this is where Saturn is coming in and creating some sort of structure within yourself so that you can hold your boundary up to that specific energy. All right. I'm going to pull a crystal on it, and then we're going to tap in later into the community chat and see what comes out there. So we've got to remember, Pluto is coming in to transform. Saturn is coming in to create structure. These energies right now, with Saturn still being in retrograde and Pluto going direct, who do you think has more power? Pluto, pertaining to the transformation that has to take place. So the Sunstone is out here with freedom and breaking through obstacles, the power to overcome limitations and knowing that you can do it. All right, so if Saturn is coming in to restrict you, then you have the freedom to be able to break through that energy. Because it's only meant to serve you in the purpose of your spirituality, not to over control everything around you, that type of thing. Loyalty, trust, steadfastness, self-respect, trusting that the conscious universe has your back with Bronzite. I'm seeing the number 13 here and the number 55. So I'm seeing the death card energy. There's a transformation taking place. And there's change happening, a lot of change. 55 is here. Smithsonite. So a rebirth from chaos, evolution, and stress. All right, the relief of stress and the emotional boost of clearing the obstacles in order to grow. All right, let's look at number 55. So the Sunstone says, any of us can become so used to being restricted that we have the potential to move beyond limitations. We stare in disbelief at the open door of the cage that has held us in captivity for far too long. Have you succumbed to the illusion of scarcity consciousness and accurately seeing yourself as stuck in old patterns, telling yourself that the situation is the same as it's always been, when in truth it has begun to shift? Sunstone Spirit message is that the door really is open and opportunities await you as you claim your freedom. You have the power to break through barriers. The parameters of your life are not what you thought they were. So much more is available to you than you imagined. So believe in your freedom, spread your wings and fly. You can do it, for Sunstone Spirit is here to strengthen your resolve to leave that cage far behind as you drink in the pleasure of being free and ready to live in a new way. You can choose from an array of opportunities that the conscious universe has made available to you. So let go and be liberated. The conscious universe will help you avoid pitfalls and wrong turns that will wind you back around to the same old, same old. Simply enjoy this shift. Now is your time to experience the thrilling of exhilarating freedom. All right, so you got to trust that the universe has your back here and the path that you choose to go on. All right, so Bronzite. Now is the time to be sure your trust in the conscious universe and that you remain true to your authentic self as the Bronzite Spirit appears with the message that loyalty must be earned. Be judicious in expending your trust, knowing it is a gift from the conscious universe that must be honored. Respect others by being trustworthy yourself, speaking of them in ways that are honorable. Heal the past by owning your role in it so that you can trust yourself again. Having learned the lesson that will strengthen you. So there's something about a lot of strength here. All right, let's look at 51 with Smithsonite. It says from here or there, or from here to there can be a rocky road, one that may seem to move under your feet as you engage in a process of healing with rolling emotions. The journey can be confusing and unsettling and calls you to want to beat a hasty retreat, but Smithsonite Spirit message is as clear as it can be. You are haltingly moving forward into creating something new. If you feel as if you're unsteady and even going a little backward at times, it is only because you are being asked to look to the past and lessons that are learned so that your next steps can be sure and steady. The ground is firm beneath you and the wind is at your back, and the conscious universe is right beside you. So there is no need to look for what may seem to be a safer ground. The landscape around you is changing, you are changing, and soon you will feel more settled. If you heed the call of Smithsonite Spirit and trust that you'll be just fine, so breathe. It says it's all going to resolve soon, and the obstacles that you find daunting will disappear. That's pretty cool. All right, we got the Diamond Spirit on the bottom of the deck. The priceless gift of time and the pressure combined with beauty and strength arising from trials and challenges is the right use of your power. All right, so we're going to leave this reading here, you guys. I'm seeing the Death card. I'm seeing, what's that? Judgment. Heavy Pluto energy. I'm telling you guys, look. Judgment is Pluto's energy, and the Death card is Mars and Pluto. So transformation, and then I'm seeing fives. 5, 5, 5, and 1. Major change so that you can have a new beginning. That's what that means. All right, you guys. So rise and shine. Hope you all have a good day. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.